Namaste. Welcome to this short video about how to relax in yoga classes. So it is not uncommon for people new to yoga and even experienced yogis to go through phases of not quite being able to get that relaxation part of the end of the class. Some people love it. Some people are just like, this is the best bit of the class. And for others, which was me when I first started doing yoga, it is almost painful to think that you have to lie still at the end of the class. So I'm doing a short series of short videos about how to find that relaxation when it perhaps does elude you sometimes. My first tip is be warm. So being cold at the end of class in relaxation is one of the main reasons that people can't soften and let go. So doesn't matter how warm you think that yoga studio is or your home, put on extra layers, put on thick socks, put on an extra jumper. I even have students who put on an extra pair of leggings sometimes. And a really nice thing to do is have two blankets, one folded underneath the main part of your body to give you even more warmth against a cold floor, particularly in studios or village halls, church halls, and one to go over your body so that you get an even warmer layer on top of the body as well. And even if your practice is really hot and vigorous, your blood pressure will move down, become much lower during relaxation if you're keeping the body still without movement and with that long, deep breathing. And so you will feel cooler much more quickly. And if you're someone who feels the cold, then take the time to make sure that you're warm enough before you start. And the other thing that's really useful is to find something to put underneath the backs of the legs. That doesn't work for everyone. And if you're someone who prefers to have yourself lying flat, then that's great. But a bolster is useful if you feel like investing in one. Easily use a couple of cushions from your sofa or a pillow or a couple of pillows, a bean bag, anything that works. And Savasana, our relaxation pose with support underneath the backs of the legs, is one of the most comfortable postures for the vast majority of people. So as you lie down, you want the heels of your feet to be on the floor. So if your legs are suspended in midair, your legs will never switch off and relax. So heels on the floor, making sure your body is grounded down. And making sure that in this position, your low back feels comfortable. If you come to the mat and you've got that tight or pinching sensation in the low back, you might find that a few rounds of knee circling or massaging the back of the body against the mat can help. Or resting your feet on the floor or on your support, taking a few deep breaths to soften that part of the back of the body that sometimes doesn't quite soften down as readily to begin. And then when you feel that easing of effort, often as a result of some habitual posture or the yoga practice itself, once it's softened off, you can relax better in your relaxation pose. And for Shavasana, palms turned upwards works for most people's shoulders, but the arms need to be the right distance away from you. So if you've got them right down by your side, the shoulder head tips forward a little bit more for lots of people, particularly if you're tight across the chest. So if you reach your arm a little bit further away from you, that shoulder head can relax back and down, the back of the shoulder, the upper back's really supported by the floor. If you move your arms very far away from you, about T-shaped, that can work for some people and it's great. Other people don't like the openness across the chest, but see if it works for you. But higher than shoulder height, you'll start to raise your shoulders up towards your ears. So keeping it shoulder height or below, but not super close to the body if possible. If you find that you are feeling a little bit open or exposed, lying on your back, just folding your arms at your elbows and resting your hands on your belly or one on your belly, one on your chest, can be comforting to help you feel less vulnerable in this position. But also a blanket helps too. So choosing for yourself which of these positions is most comfortable. And if you find that you're rounded in the upper back and the back of your head can only rest to the floor if your chin is up, then folding a blanket or finding a low block or a little cushion to go underneath the head so that you can soften that effort. Chin up is, again, not a position in which the body can relax very readily. So trying to find a little bit of length in the back of the neck by supporting, if necessary, the back of the head. When you've found the position that works for you, if you can, close your eyes. If you find an eye pillow or a scarf draped across your eyes helps, then use it. If you feel you really can't close your eyes, and sometimes that's the case, particularly when you're new to yoga, look at one spot on the ceiling above you and then soften the eyelids a little so they're almost closed but not quite. Stillness is the key to achieving Savasana, the relaxation pose. So once your body is as comfortable as it can be, allow your body to be completely still. Try to avoid fidgeting, because even if you've got a little itch, when you scratch it and then come back to relaxation, something else will talk to you. Something else will say, move me, come here, do this. So just ignore any fidgety itches. Don't ignore any pain or tension. Please move to alleviate that. But any fidgety itches or other kinds of movements that are not necessary, just allow yourself to have a little fortitude and hold the body in stillness. Check your face for tension. Notice if you've got tension across your forehead, around your eyes, in your tongue, your jaw. If you can soften your face, then you will be able to soften other parts of the body more readily. So think about creating a breadth across your forehead, a wideness between the eyebrows, relaxing the area around the eyes, the tongue, the jaw, maybe even the front of the throat and the shoulders. And if you find that difficult, try smiling softly. So the smallest of smiles. It changes the pattern of tension across your face, changes the effort, particularly across your eyes and the forehead. And once you've held stillness with a soft smile for a few moments, you'll probably find your face relaxing back into a neutral position on its own without any awareness or effort. Remain in relaxation for 7 minutes or longer if you can. 7 minutes is the sweet spot for most people, where holding the muscles in stillness for 7 minutes allows you to lose the muscle tone that is present during the active parts of our day, finding a deeper softness, a deeper release, a deeper relaxation. And a little stillness in a comfortable position is all it takes. Whenever you're ready to release, you can gently begin to move the body, stretch the body, and then make a little counter pose with stretching or bending the knees into the chest. Rolling to one side to come up into a more active pose, sitting or standing, whatever it is you do after your relaxation. So try these tips for yourself. If they work, that's great. Give the video a thumbs up and make a comment, let me know. And there will be a few other of these videos. The next one will be about tense and relax through the body. So sometimes that can help you to achieve that sweet spot of relaxation. Hope you've enjoyed this and find it useful. It's my pleasure to share yoga with you. Namaste.